Hey Gemini, and welcome to your reading for today. This is going to be part 1, your energy reading. We'll see what is going on with you at this time. Now remember, if it's not your reading, maybe check another placement, okay? Not every reading is going to resonate, and that's completely normal, okay? So if it's not for you, then maybe check out a different reading, okay? Now let's see here. Holy angels and the spirits that are guiding us and watching over us. What is the message today for Gemini? What is going on with Gemini today? What does Gemini need to know? Let's see. The sun. Put it down a little bit. All right, we have a King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so we have the sun here. This could be about happiness, okay? You could be going towards happy times. We have the Three of Cups, soul family energy, okay, or a celebration. And then we have the High Priestess. So there could be something that you know intuitively. There's also something you could know intuitively about a group, okay? A group of people maybe. And the sun, and then we have a King of Cups here, so you could be dealing with a King of Cups. Let's see. Why is the sun here for Gemini? Why is the sun here for Gemini? Nine of Wands, Page of Cups, and the Nine of Cups in reverse. Okay, so honestly, somebody could be feeling a little bit defensive at this time. Someone could be, somebody doesn't want to give up. Somebody doesn't want to give something up here, okay? It could have something to do with news, some sort of good news or some sort of a gesture, okay, or an offer, because someone might be very unhappy right now. They're unhappy with a result, or they're unhappy with something. They're feeling discontent. They're feeling dissatisfied. They're very unhappy. They don't want to give something up. Okay, tell me about the Three of Cups. Five of Wands. Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. So there's a group that could be fighting right now, okay? They could be maybe bickering amongst each other. There's some sort of a argument that's breaking out here. Could have something to do with the Queen of Pentacles. This could have something to do with a friends group, okay? Or it's just, I don't know, a group of acquaintances, who knows? They could be trying to figure out what they're going to do next. Somebody could be trying to figure out what they're going to do next, or maybe this is what they're fighting about, okay? What's the next step? Where do we go from here? Okay, why is High Priestess here? Oh, they're exposed. Seven of Swords in reverse. Oh, that's too many. I'm not taking all those. Just give me one, please. All right, first card. Someone has been exposed, or someone feels exposed. Chariot. They're trying to figure out how they're going to move forward after this Queen of Swords, because you could have been speaking your truth on something here. Queen of Swords energy. So there's something that you might know, okay, as the High Priestess coming out this way about this group or what they've been up to. You might be speaking on this, right? You're speaking up for yourself. And you're letting yourself be guided by your intuition. Now, what this is doing is exposing them, right? And this is maybe probably what they're fighting about, okay? So let's see. Tell me more about the sun, please. The Five of Swords. See, this one wanted to come out when that whole blob of cards came out, but I didn't take them. But it wants to come out. So there is, honestly, with this Five of Swords, I'm getting people like thinking, okay? They're still in this energy of, I don't want to give up. they're still trying to push forward, okay? They're trying to hold the front line, is kind of what I feel. And they're still thinking about how they can get one up. But why is that coming out with the Sun, the Fool, and the King of Swords? Because of a risk that they took here. Because of a risk that they took. Or they're thinking about taking another risk here. They're stressed out. They're worried about something. Could have something to do with the King of Swords. Or this is you. What's the Fool? Not enough. Frustrated in a relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, and jealousy. What's the Sun? Adjudication. So they might be worried that if they were to be put under judgment, or if something were to go in front of a judge, some sort of truth would be exposed here, okay? What's the Five of Swords? Soulmates. This has something to do with a soulmate connection, a partnership, a soul connection, and then a soul agreement, a soulmate connection. So wait a minute, is this something that they're planning right now? Are they planning something, or is this the truth that's coming out about what they've done in the past? It's about a relationship. Okay, so there's truth coming out about a relationship and what they might have done to win at all costs here when it comes to this relationship. How they might have tried to sabotage something, okay? Maybe even with air energy coming out as the swords, right? Even like a gossip about the relationship or spread lies, okay? And they took a risk here, yeah, frustrated in a relationship, saying something about someone being frustrated in this relationship, that there's jealousy in this relationship, or that someone feels insecure or something like that. So someone was shit-talking a relationship, basically. An Empress, shit-talking an Empress. Okay. Shit-talking a divine energy here. Okay, a divine being. So what is it they don't want to give up? Man of Wands. They feel trapped. Eight of Swords. Or maybe they're, you know, now they feel very defensive. Now they feel like they're going to have to defend themselves from something, okay? Because they feel stuck. They feel trapped. A King of Wands. A King of Wands feels stuck right now. Feels trapped right now. Feels like their hands are tied right now. Why? Because of the Sun. Yo. Because of the Sun. Because something's being illuminated and exposed. Because the truth is here. So a King of Wands is showing up with the Sun twice. Okay? Feeling trapped right now because the Sun is coming out. What's this Nine of Wands? Thoughts. So this person is thinking about how they're going to defend themselves, okay? They're thinking about how they're going to protect themselves, most likely. How they're going to get out of something because they feel trapped, okay? They feel really stuck right now. Tell me about the Page of Cups. Magician. They manipulated something to do with maybe some sort of good news, or some sort of sweet messages, or some sort of a sweet loving offer, or they manipulated something to make themselves look wholesome and innocent and cute, okay? They were trying to manifest this in. Yeah, with love messages. It's with a love offer, Knight of Cups. So they were trying to create something here using some sort of love messages or loving good news or a romantic gesture. They used this offer to cause a betrayal. Or they claimed that there was some sort of a betrayal, okay? Or they used these messages to create a betrayal where there was none, okay? Like they just created shit out of their magic hat, right? They would wave their wand around and like, oh yeah, this is great, okay? Look, Seven of Cups. Creating illusions and confusions here. Tell me more about this Knight of Cups, Page of Cups, please. Talk. Girl talk. Talking. So it's about, yeah, messages, I'm assuming here. Claiming that someone is having time with friends or moving on or happily single. Something like that, okay? Happiness, yeah. So these are some sort of, this is a love gesture or love messages or some sort of sweet communication about being happy and wanting to expand and being in paradise and enjoying each other or something like that. So what's the Ten of Swords? Oh yeah, see, this was their hand of cards. They played this. Take a chance, risk. They thought they were being strategic, okay? They were creating something. This hand of cards is the Magician, right? Pulling something out of their hat and waving their wand around and creating something out of nothing. That is the Magician, when you create something out of nothing, right? Okay, so why are they so unhappy now? Nine of Cups reverse. Very unhappy at this time. Very unhappy about some sort of a money gift or a money investment or a money offer. Yeah, and something being balanced out here, Temperance, okay? Or they could just be unhappy that they came for an Earth Angel and it's not really going the way they planned. Death. Unhappy that something is ending completely for them at this time, okay? There's endings coming for them. Tell me more about death. A marriage. Death to a marriage. An ending of a marriage, okay? So it could have something to do with like a divorce. They're very unhappy about the end of a marriage, okay? Or the death of a marriage or a death of a narrative that's surrounding some sort of a marriage, okay? So what's the Three of Cups here? This group. They took some sort of action, okay? This group took action or they communicated or there was some sort of fast action, fast communication. Actually, tell me about this Eight of Wands. Girl with the snake in reverse. Saying that someone is not being charmed, someone is not being used. Or they took action because somebody didn't want to let themselves be charmed or used. Or someone has boundaries. Wedding rings comes out. Yo, look! Look what just flipped out together. Did you see that? The Grim Reaper and wedding rings. And what's right here? The Grim Reaper and marriage. It's the same cards, basically. So there's a complete ending here to something with a marriage, okay? This relationship is over. No second chances. So it's something they said about a marriage, apparently, okay? And this narrative is now ending because the truth is coming out about this relationship, okay? Or the lack thereof, or something like that. So what are they all fighting about now? Five of Wands. They're all fighting about their illusions. All the illusions that they created, all the confusion. All of the delusion, right? Justice and the Four of Wands. What they brought to the justice system, maybe, okay? What they brought to the courts, what they brought to the legal system, all the confusion about something that happened in a home, or something about a home, or a living situation, or a real estate property, maybe, or a union, okay? Tell me what they're fighting about now. Five of Wands. Oh, I cannot. Yeah, the high honor. They're fighting about the authorities now. They're fighting about what they told the authorities, what they told the judge, what they told the courts, the legal system. Because it was all an illusion, yeah? Seven of Cups. A cassette and a camera. A cassette and a camera? They tried to create confusion and illusions with cassettes and a camera? How did they do that? Why is that coming out here? A cassette and a camera. Messages. with messages. They created illusions and confusions with messages and cassettes and cameras. Yeah, illusions and confusions. What did I just say? The magician. They created an illusion around messages. And these also had something to do with a camera and a cassette, like pictures and videos or something like that. The Chariot. They decided to move forward with these messages, with a camera, with pictures and videos. A Queen of Wands. Pictures and videos, a Queen of Wands, created illusions surrounding messages. And now they're all fighting about this because they gave this to the justice system. But these are illusions. There's illusions here, even surrounding pictures and videos. And the Queen of Wands. And now they're stressed out and worried. Pictures and videos of the Lovers. Pictures and videos of lovers or a relationship. Or maybe it's not pictures and videos, maybe it's just screenshots, I don't know. But they definitely gave some sort of messages to the justice system, and then they created illusions around these messages, and it has something to do with a Queen of Wands claiming that she's in a relationship with someone, okay? Or claiming that she's the one that received these messages from someone when she didn't, okay? Something like that. Now, why is the Queen of Pentacles here? The Three of Swords. Fighting about a Queen of Pentacles and some sort of heartbreak. Of the Hermit, could be a Virgo. Heartbreak and pain. And the Hermit. They're going to have to defend themselves from these messages because these messages are in the reverse, right? These are bad messages, bad news, or they're not real, or they don't belong to them, or these are not real messages, or it's not like, it doesn't, it's not real evidence that they can use because they're either bad messages, fake messages, made up, or they don't belong to them. They're going to have to defend themselves now. But what's the Three of Swords? Expectation. This Queen of Pentacles had an expectation surrounding someone's heartbreak and pain. Why? Surrounding heartbreak and pain? That's the truth. Clarity, truth, revelation. She had Queen of Pentacles had an expectation that with heartbreak and pain. What's the Hermit? Or she was expecting love call. These are the Hermit. Okay, so the Hermit is a secret watcher. There's a secret watcher here. This Queen of Pentacles was a secret watcher. She could have been like a hacker, a spy, someone who was secretly reading your messages, okay? Taking secret screenshots of love messages, a love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, and thinking of you and letting you know. So this secret hacker, stalker, spy here, who thought she was undercover, Queen of Pentacles, was watching your love messages and your love calls with someone. And she had some sort of an expectation that you were going to be in heartbreak and pain. So so a Queen of Pentacles had an expectation that you were going to be in heartbreak and pain and suffering. This person was watching your communication. They were watching what you were texting about, okay, or talking about with another person. What they ended up seeing, though, is that you are talking to your significant other and you're expressing love and having messages of love and thinking of you and letting you know. Now, this was going probably against their initial plan, which was taking all of the fighting messages or whatever, like heartbreak and pain messages, and using those against you. Now, all of a sudden, the stalker and the spy and the hacker, the secret watcher, is watching you guys express love. Now, I'm kind of getting that they couldn't let this go through because it was ruining their narrative and ruining whatever bullshit they had already told the authorities. So then they must have taken these messages, the love messages, and given them to the Queen of Wands and told the Queen of Wands to pretend that she's the one that's receiving these messages or something like that. Yeah, unconditionally loving, giving, and receiving affection. These are messages about someone being loving towards someone. Giving and receiving affection. These are loving messages on a phone. A message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. They were watching these stalkers, these spies, and these hackers were watching you and a significant other talk to each other this way, okay? Now, what's the Seven of Wands? And they had to defend this because a relationship, they claimed to the authorities that a relationship was over and there's no second chances, right? But they're literally then reading these messages where it's the complete opposite, okay? So then they had to come up with a new narrative, right? They had to come up with new bullshit to talk themselves out of the last bullshit or something. It comes out again, the Grim Reaper. The relationship is over, no second chances. They did not want you to be in a relationship with this person. They did everything that they could. Unconditional love. Yeah, they did everything they could to ruin your relationship, okay? These people did not want you to be together with someone. They did not want you to be together with someone. And they were already, I guess, telling everyone that you're not together. The relationship is over. And then all of a sudden they're stalking and spying and watching and they're like, oh no. Yeah, it was bad news. Yo, I'm telling you, it was bad news for them. This Queen of Pentacles, it was bad news for this person that you and your person were rebuilding something, working on something, talking to each other in a loving, kind way. You were working on it. You were fixing it. This was bad news for this Queen of Pentacles, stalker, hacker, spy, okay? Silent watcher here. So this was bad news that you were working on something because they wanted your relationship to be completely over. So they're watching you exchange loving messages here with your person. And they're like, what the fuck? Because they had an expectation that there was going to be heartbreak and pain, right? This Queen of Pentacles was waiting for you to be heartbroken and everything to fall apart. And she's like, wait a minute. That wasn't the plan. They weren't supposed to get back together. They weren't supposed to talk it out. They're not supposed to be nice to each other. What the hell? Why are they talking so loving to each other, right? Okay, so, yeah. Okay, so then, what do they do next here? What are the Two of Wands? What they did next is say that someone walked away. Okay. Yeah, and they had a new idea. This is the past, what they did in the past here, Six of Cups. So they had a bright new idea about someone walking away in the past, or they decided to use or go a new direction with something from the past. What? Wait a minute. Is that what I think it is? Three of Wands and the Five of Cups, and then they planned something with someone's sadness. So you know what it's almost giving me? It's like they were expecting you to be heartbroken, okay? Let's just say, I don't even know what month it is, okay? Let's just say, okay, so they were expecting you to be heartbroken and in pain here, right? Or maybe you were at this time in your life. There was heartbreak and pain, and then they were expecting it to keep going like that, but all of a sudden they're seeing that you're talking it out. So then they're like, fuck, this isn't what it was supposed to happen. So then they go back to old messages and then they screenshot those and then pretend like that happened then to they're like mixing up like timelines or something like that to like make something fit in their fucking weird ass story. I don't know. That's what I'm kind of getting here. Yeah, with communication here, with the King of Pentacles, communication, action that was taken here with some sort of messages or some assertive action or some messages. Yeah, judgment. So what, is my judgment correct on that? Yeah, about somebody not wanting to invest in someone or something feeling like a failure or somebody not wanting to go invest into something anymore. So it's like they kind of like, let's just say they took text messages, okay? So that their story lines up of when what allegedly happened or something like that, because you and your partner are in a phase where you're talking it out or you're together again or everything's fine, right? But that's not matching their story. They're like going back to the past and taking screenshots where you don't see the date, and then they're saying that that happened then or something like that. I don't know. I feel like they're like switching up. They're just taking random messages from random times to kind of like say, oh, this happened then and then this happened when it didn't even happen that way. They're just causing like massive confusion, okay? Because they're giving all of this, they're giving these messages to the authorities to frame someone. It's like it's so fucking strange. They're giving all of these messages. They're taking screenshots of all these different messages. Then they're pretending that you sent them to someone else or your person sent them to someone else. And then they're creating storylines around why they even have these fucking messages. And then they're like switching up the dates and making it like fit for when they say something happened and how it happened. And like, do you get what I'm saying? It's like they're making like their own puzzle out of your life, but it's actually your life, okay? This is actually your life, your relationship, and they are just taking like snapshots out of it and like making their own puzzle around it. It's so fucking strange, these people. I don't even understand. Strength. They felt like they felt strong doing this, or they feel like you're too strong. It has something to do with your business. Your business, what you do for work, your financial stability. So that, oh, wait a minute. Your financial stability or your business or your success or your abundance, something was too strong, okay? Like your stability is too strong. It was too strong to fit their narrative. So they had to what? Because they had already told the authorities or the police or the judge all of this fucking shit, right? All these lies. But you're doing fine. Your relationship is thriving. You're doing great. Your job's going great. But that doesn't match what they've been saying, right? So they had to, what? Did they go back in time to try and take like old things that happened like way in the past and then say that was going on now? Like, how did they do this? This is all about a financial strategy they had here with this 10 of Pentacles. They have some sort of a 10 of Pentacles, okay? They have this huge amount of money. I don't know what it is, okay? This is what they want, though. This is what they want, and this has something to do with it, okay? All these lies and messages. The World. It's about, because a cycle was closing out. The cycle was like closing in on them or closing out faster than they could like fulfill their plan. So they had to like flick the holes a little bit. You get what I'm saying? It's like, like your life and your path, it was progressing and it was healing and it was transforming and getting better faster than how they could keep up with the lie. So they had to create even a bigger illusion around it to make it fit somehow. That's honestly what I feel. Because they couldn't get you in the 5 of Cups. They needed you to stay this way. They needed you to stay sad and depressed and upset. And this is how they were trying to paint you, right? They were trying to make everybody think that you're this sad, depressed, heartbroken thing, but that's not how your life was going at all. That's not how your life was going at all. You were, you might have gone through these times, but it was getting like progressively better, okay? But it didn't fit, like something didn't fit their narrative. That's what I keep getting, honestly. Yeah, and they had to get away with a betrayal. That's the biggest thing about it, right? Is that whatever was going on here in the background, it was betrayal. They were trying to betray someone. I mean, who goes to these lengths, trying to get someone in legal trouble, trying to frame someone in the legal system, if it's not betrayal? Lying about a relationship, hacking, stealing, screenshots, and all this shit. That's betrayal. And they were trying to get away with it. They had to get away with it. They had already invested too much into it, right? That's honestly what I feel. It was like, you're progressing way too fast, but they had already invested so much into the betrayal and it wasn't working the way that they thought it would. They expected you to be dead and gone, something like that. And it wasn't going that way. And they needed to find a way how to get out of it, get away with it, because they had already done so much, and I feel like it has a lot to do with the legal system, okay? Honestly, they had to cover up what they had already done in order to get out of not just the new lies, but the very beginning lies as well, right? So tell me about the High Priestess. The High Priestess on the High Priestess, yo. Wow. So today I'm talking to a very powerful High Priestess. If it's coming out on top of each other, like this, yes. Your intuition is very, very sharp, okay? Not just that, not just your intuition. You could be a very powerful psychic, okay? A very powerful psychic and seer, right? You have a very sharp intuition. So you might have already known, I mean, not with facts, like, you know, with being a High Priestess, you don't have the facts because you don't see with your eyes, really. You don't know everything because you don't have it like black on white, but you know things because you feel it intuitively, right? So you already felt that people were being weird, that people were trying to do something to you, trying to betray you. And it's not even, you can't even really explain it. I mean, someone that's a High Priestess, you can't even explain that feeling. It's just like, you know, that feeling when you're like, I've even explained this in another video before. You know, when you're walking down the street, women will probably resonate with this more, okay? Because this seems to be a female issue more than with men. But if you're walking down the street at night, on a really dark night, okay? And it's like really late and you're the only person walking down the street. And, you know, sometimes you'll walk past people and you'll know they're not dangerous. You don't get that feeling. But if you feel like someone is walking behind you and all of a sudden you get that weird feeling, right? It's that weird, like, I feel like I'm in danger. You can't even explain it, okay? You don't even know who that person is. You don't know why they're walking behind you. But sometimes with some people, the way they look at you or the way that they act or the way that they walk, you can just feel it. You can feel that something is off and something feels dangerous and you feel like you're in danger, right? So you could have had that feeling here regarding all of these people, was that I feel like I can't explain it. I don't have any proof. I don't have any evidence, but I can feel that they're trying to do something to me. I can feel that they are plotting on me. I feel like I need to separate myself from all of these people because I feel like I'm in danger, okay? I definitely feel like you felt it. And you obviously were. I mean, looking at the spread, you were in danger. You had you did not know any of what was going on, okay? You might have figured it out along the way with, you know, weird things that happen here, weird things happen there. This person says something weird to you. You get a weird message. You realize that you've been hacked. Like little things like that where you actually have proof in the physical as well. Like, okay, now I know that I've been hacked, for one, okay? Or now I know that this person is acting fucking strange. Things like that, right? Yeah, you definitely, you're very sharp, okay? Very intuitive and very connected. So your radar goes off immediately. Like, you know, I'm just going to speak out of experience from me because I feel like you're probably, who I'm talking to today, you're like this as well, most likely. You can walk down the street and you will feel immediately the people that you walk past. If someone is, you know, you will feel immediately what kind of a person they are. Like if they're confident, if they're insecure, if they're just a normal person, if they're like a very innocent, naive person. You will also feel if someone is dangerous. You will feel if someone is a predator. You will feel if someone is acting strange. You can feel it immediately, like in body language and faces, in energy. It's just something that you pick up on immediately, right? You can't even, it's not something you can explain. It's just something that you do like intuitively, right? Confirmation. Like it can even be people that you've never met, right? Never met before in your whole life. It's like a friend will tell you something, like this has happened to me as well. A friend will tell you something about another friend you know, they're talking about that person and something that they've done. You don't even know that person. You've never heard of them before. But the way that something that they did, you immediately know what kind of a person they are, right? Or something that they said, it's just very telling, okay? You pick up on things very, very quickly, very quickly. People say weird things. You're like, I picked up on it, okay? It's like kind of like FBI profiler, right? But like with razor sharp intuition, okay? Yeah, nothing gets past you. Yo, Two of Swords in reverse, nothing gets past you. Nothing gets past you. Two of Swords in reverse, there's no confusion whatsoever. People cannot confuse you, okay? People also cannot manipulate you. That's another thing about being a high priestess, okay? Is that you will also pick up really quickly if people are trying to manipulate you or lie to you. Like, it's just not even it's so hard to explain, but whoever I'm talking to today, you know exactly what I mean, right? People cannot lie to you or manipulate you or try to get around something. You feel it. It's just there. It's like, I know that you're not being real. Or when people are being like overly fake or overly nice, it's like, I'm not buying it, right? Nothing gets past you. Because yes, you're seeing them with your eyes. You usually high priestesses like this, you're very very keen on like things like body language, right? Very sensitive to body language. Like I'm highly clairsentient, so I pick up on body language really quickly, okay? And it's not something I've ever studied, trained, or learned. I just do it, okay? Facial expressions, micro expressions, right? It's just there, like the way that people talk, the way that people also try to sometimes convince you of things, like, especially if someone is trying to be like overly convincing with me, I'm like, why are you trying to convince me? Why are you trying so hard? It's like those little things where I've noticed that a lot of people around me that aren't as sensitive as me, it just like goes straight over them. Like they don't even realize that, they don't even notice. And I'm usually one of the first people that says, I don't know, that person gives me a weird vibe. And everybody's like, why? They're so nice. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know about that, right? So nothing gets past you. Nothing. And they can't manipulate you either. And that was probably something that they also didn't expect. Like, especially if these are people that purposely try to get close to you, purposely try to act like they're your friend, purposely try to act like they're even family, right? Like, oh, you know, I'm your family member. I would never, especially those kind of relationships where you can feel like people are trying to get close to you on purpose. You'll even pick up on stuff like that, right? And I feel like these people did not think that you would ever see through that. You would never realize what was going on. But it's exactly those little things that made it suspicious. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, the way that they try so hard to get around you, get near you, the way that, you know, you could be someone that picks up on patterns really quick, okay? Like if people are using a certain pattern, that can ring alarm bells, okay? There's like, if people, it's so hard to explain, okay? Whoever you are, you know what I mean. But especially the way that they try to be so convincing, and especially the way they try to be so fake and nice. And those are the things that give them away. And those are the things that they use as a manipulation tactic to get close to you. But nothing gets past you, right? You can feel people's energies, even if they're smiling in your face and trying to be your friend. You can feel that there's something there, right? So what's the Seven of Swords reverse? Yeah, you're not in any anxiety here, Nine of Swords in reverse. You're not in anxiety. You're not in fear. You're not paranoid. You're not worrying about anything. What's there to worry about? You already know who the culprits are. Seven of Swords in reverse. It's not like you have to be scared, wondering, oh my God, who's out to get me? I don't know who it is. You know exactly who it is. Okay? That's why you're not scared of them. Okay? Six of Swords. Yeah, you're like, I'm done with this. I've moved on to peace. Like you are, if you already know the truth and you already know that you are protected and you already know that you will get the answers if you need them, and you already know that you will get the warnings when you need them, there's nothing to be scared of. because there's nothing that they could do that you wouldn't see coming, right? You're at peace. You're at peace. You're fine. You're not worried. You're not scared. You're not paranoid. You already know exactly who they are, what's been going on, what's there to be scared of. You know you didn't do anything wrong. That's the other thing, right? You know you're innocent. So why should you be scared? There's nothing to be scared of. I'm not scared of these people. Here, 6 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles. Why is that here? Oh, you could, yeah, with the 7 of Swords in reverse, it's like you might have already known that people were also trying to give you money, right? I mean, especially if it's connected to some sort of like this, there's fraud going on here, right? There's a whole bunch of fraud, like identity fraud and bank fraud and whatever the fuck kind of fraud is going on here, right? So you might have already also known that there is like this weird plan to give you money, okay? And that could even be in the form of like pretending to be a customer at a job or something like that, right? Because what they're trying to do is they're just trying to get the money onto your account, no matter which way. They're trying to give you something like, you already knew that people were trying to approach you to either give you money or give you like dirty money, or even if it's like someone like a family member that was like very persistent, let me pay this for you, let me send you money. And you're like, I don't want your money. I don't want you to pay my bills. It's fine. I don't want your money. Keep your money. Don't send me shit from your dirty fraud, illegal drug money, whatever you got going on there. I don't want it. Okay. Yeah. So you already knew here. The snake, I'm telling you. Exactly. You already knew that people were trying to be clever, malicious, competition, enemy. You already knew who your enemies were from the very beginning, and you didn't trust them. You knew, looking over your shoulder, right? They wanted you to look over your shoulder like, oh my God. I feel like they're coming to get me. But the other thing about it is like, if you're a high priestess, then you know that destiny is destiny. Fate is fate. There's no point in being scared of death. There's no point in being scared of what's to come. You don't know. I mean, you know that you're protected, right? You know that you're being warned. You know that you're being guided. You know that you're getting the messages, the downloads. You know that you're communicating with even maybe angelic forces. So you're not scared. But you're also, you don't know everything. You don't know what fate is, your fate is. But you're not going to be scared of that day. I mean, how sad is that kind of a life, right? There's nothing to be scared of. Especially not some snakes here. Okay, that's what they want though. They want you to be scared. Yeah, and they're look at this. Watching, looking, stalking. The chaser, chasing after you. Running, they don't want to let you go. They're like, no, you're not going to leave us alone. We're not going to leave you alone, right? You're not going to leave us behind. We're watching, looking, and stalking you, and there's nothing you can do. It's like they wanted you to be scared of them. It's like, why? Watching, looking, stalking, chasing after you, not wanting to leave you alone, constantly in your energy, constantly. And that's the thing about patterns, right? That I was just explaining. It's like if people are constantly coming after you and constantly trying the same tricks, and you know that they're after you, and you know who the people are, and you know their antics, and you can pick up on the patterns. It's like, tell me more about the 6 of Pentacles. The wealthy man. Yeah, there's a wealthy man here who was giving people bribes, okay? Or he was giving people money, or he wanted to receive money. This person wanted money. Or they were giving people money, or they were trying to give you dirty money, and you're like, no, thank you. Keep your shit to yourself. What's the Chariot? The main female. Yeah. I mean, if it doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man, it doesn't even matter. But here, you're about to get the message that you get to move forward, okay? Or they thought that they would be able to move forward with some sort of messages here, okay? Like this is the whole thing that's going on over here, right? stealing messages, hacking messages, putting messages back and forth wherever it fits them the best, I guess, apparently, and then hoping that they can move forward with these messages. Yeah, okay, nice try. Yeah, but the truth is coming out too late. Too late. Be lighthearted, finding out things are coming to light about what they did using hacked, fabricated, altered, whatever the fuck messages. The truth is coming out about these messages and what they did with them and how they used them, manipulated them, flipped them, twisted them, altered them, changed the profile picture, whatever, right? All that shit that they did here with these messages. Yeah, so what's the Queen of Swords? The Queen of Wands. Oh, look at that. So someone was trying to mirror you. Look at this. Two feminines, right? This Queen of Wands who wants to just be you so bad. She wants to be you so bad that she's even stealing your messages between you and your partner and pretending that your partner wrote them to her. Oh, bless her heart, honestly. Okay, bless her heart. She wants to be you so bad that she even fantasizes that the messages that your significant other writes to you, that person's writing them to her. Bless her heart, honestly. I mean, that's another level of, yeah, that's another level of obsession. The devil. That is another, honestly, Queen of Wands here. That is a whole nother level of fucking crazy. Okay? Obsessed, jealous, and crazy. If she is fantasizing to herself that your partner is sending her these messages, then she is fucking delusional, batshit crazy, okay? And jealous and obsessed and maybe even a little bit mentally ill, okay? Just saying. I cannot even make it up, yo, with the messages, Page of Swords, with the messages. And a Queen of Cups. Who's the Queen of Cups, huh? Five of Cups. Some sort of sadness about a mother figure. The World. What is the Queen of Cups? No way. The Ace of Cups. The messages about someone being pregnant. The messages about someone being pregnant. They pretended that the Queen of Wands is pregnant. What? Hanged Man, moment of enlightenment. Whoa, oh my God, this bitch is crazy. Okay, so you might have been pregnant, talking to your significant partner about this. They pretended that this was a conversation with the Queen of Wands. Your pregnancy. Is that really what happened? Bad karma. Burden and bad karma. Bad luck, bad fortune. What? What is this with a pregnancy or with the world? Did they really do that? Did they really say that someone's messages about someone being pregnant was with the Queen of Wands? Ten of Cups and the Page of Cups. Messages about being a family. Messages about having a family, being a family. Messages about a child. Page of Cups. Messages about wanting to be a family. Messages about wanting to be a family with someone or have a family with someone. This is what they gave the justice system. What the fuck? Judgment. Yeah, they are under judgment for this. Man, a moment of enlightenment about someone cheating or someone having multiple people at the same time. Someone did not have multiple people at the same time. These messages were not between someone and the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands was not the one. What the fuck? So they took messages about someone being pregnant, pretended like what? It was the Queen of Wands that was pregnant. And then they took messages where someone was telling you they want to have a family with you. They want to be with you. What the fuck? A King of Pentacles. Yo, I cannot. And they pretended that a King of Pentacles was sending all of this to the Queen of Wands. And now an Aquarius, the star, is fucking stressed out. Or they're stressed out and worried because you healed something with your person, or you and your person are healed. Or it's an Aquarius that's stressed out and worried now about this shit. Here, Four of Swords. Because of somebody, because they said someone walked away because of a pregnancy. The Empress, because they said someone walked away because someone was pregnant. Now they're trapped by this lie of someone being pregnant. They said, what, the Queen of Wands is the one that's pregnant? Did they say that Queen of Wands was the one that was pregnant? And someone was sad and upset? What the fuck? Five of Pentacles. Who was pregnant? They lied, yo, the devil. Who did they say was pregnant here? Yo, these lies are fucking outrageous. 555. Five of Pentacles, Five of Wands, Five of Cups. 555. Yeah, it's about to drastically change. Their life is about to drastically change. Yo, I can tell you that much here. King of Swords. Yes. Who did they say was pregnant? Who did they claim was pregnant here? A King of Wands. So what? The Queen of Wands? Or who? Who did they say was pregnant? Five. Again, Five of Swords. Who did they claim was pregnant here in this situation? Sorry, I just gotta figure this out because this is fucking wild. They made a choice to move forward here, the Queen of Pentacles. With heartbreak and pain. Yo, they said something, they lied about the pregnancy somehow. I don't know what the fuck they said, okay? Is it the pregnancy or is it something else? It's about the relationship. Tower. It's about your relationship and the Queen of Wands. Lied. Look at that. Coming out with the Seven of Swords. This fucking liar here. This fucking liar. Oh my god. What the fuck is wrong with these people? Like, what the actual fuck is fucking wrong with their brain? I cannot. Messages about being a family. And then there's messages, what, about someone being pregnant? You being pregnant, and then they took these and pretended what, it was the Queen of Wands? Yo, I cannot get over that. What the fuck is wrong with them? Knight of Swords. There's something, someone doesn't want someone to find out about a Queen of Cups. Or maybe it's about the Queen of Cups, I don't know. Not wanting to work together with someone because of a money investment or a money business or something like that, a business or someone investing into a business, somebody not wanting to work together with someone because of an investment. I don't know. Anything else we need? Yeah, that's the truth here. Okay, let's see here, Gemini. This was a long reading, okay? Anything else Gemini needs to know here before I close it out? Seven of Wands. You're defending yourselves from these silent hackers, watchers, and stalkers, okay? Or you need to. And something with money, Ace of Pentacles, and a money gift. Or they try to defend themselves here using these hacked messages here because of a money gift, okay? All right, man, I'm gonna leave it at that, Gemini, for the first part of your reading, okay? We'll see in part 2 if there's anything else you need to know and what's the advice, okay? So thanks for watching, and until next time, bye.